Hello there my YouTube friends. Once again it's time for another unboxing and review video. Again it's of an older figure because that's tend the way I do it. I tend not to very often get them brand new, you know. It's just, for me it's I'm unable, or I don't really want to pre-order that much stuff that I know might not be out for a year or so's time, just for the fact that I may not even be here anymore then. So I tend to sort of try and get figures that are already out and something maybe that I want to go alongside something else with my collection. Like this guy here, if you've seen in the actual thumbnail, it's to go with this guy, the Christian Bale Batman. What we'll have is the Dark Knight Rises Bane.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
This is an MMS 183 figure. You can see the box is actually pretty nice. I like the sort of design to it. You know, you've got to flip it that way to get the things, and it's telling you basically who was involved in making it and doing the head sculpt and what have you. There's not much else on it, you know. I do like the design of this shoebox. You can see this bit lifts up to reveal underneath. Very plain, very ordinary. I don't think much to that at all, especially when you consider some of the ones I've seen are really good underneath. That one is pretty damn, you know, boring to say the least. But you're not going to be looking at that very often, are you? It's going to be put away, so what does it matter? Then what you have inside is what you get with it. I know you can't really see much again because obviously you're getting the glare. Let's get this thing into the light box. Let's have a look at the accessories you get with it, and then have a look at the figure, as always, guys.
Let the games begin.
So as you can see, guys, accessories wise, there's not a huge amount, but there we go. That's what you're getting. As per normal, you get the crotch grabber. Again, you know my feelings on them, I don't need to go through that. This base is pretty good though. You know, I must admit the base is pretty damn good. If you're wanting to use a base, there's a decent one to use. You know, depending on how much room you've got. Then your detail film will tell you it is thin, I think plastic, yeah, but it's still sort of a half decent looking one. If you want to look sort of something similar to what he was when he was fighting with Bane, then that's sort of pretty good sort of base to have for it. Here you have, as always, spare wrist pegs. This thing still sealed. I don't think the blokes even had it out, which is basically like a brown t-shirt that you can put on him rather than what he's wearing at the moment. So I'm just going to leave that sealed in there. Yeah, see if it's getting having difficulty getting it back in, so we'll just leave it in there. Then you have these things which are like basically like gauntlets, and his thumb can fit through there. And so I'll get it home in a bit closer for you so you can have a look at it. It's like a leather look effect to it. So get this. Oh, just want to home in on my hand instead. There you go. Let's see. They don't look like they come off at all, so you just leave them. You know, you don't need to adjust them. Which is a shame because it might have been handy to adjust them if you needed to. But like see, thumb can fit through there. His hands will come out this bit. You would stick his arm through there. You've got obviously got two of those things. This one's obviously been a bit more crushed in the box, so it's not round like the other one is, but it would go on and it would open up properly. Then you have the broken Batman cowl. Yeah, that's pretty decent. I get that. So the chances are for me, I'll just put it away with the other accessories that I don't use, because the simple fact is obviously I'm going to have him standing with Christian Bale's Batman, and obviously he's already got his helmet on, so we're not going to think it. We've got two sets of sort of really open fingered, open palmed hands for this guy. And two sort of slightly less open fingered, but still pretty much open palmed hands, and then the hands that's on them are fisted. So here we go, that's what you're getting. I mean, that is it for accessories wise, guys, you know, and not a lot at all, but there we go, that's what you're getting. So now we'll have a look at how the figure came for me. First off, the instructions you have with the guy for how things are meant to work. If anybody needs them, then there you go. You just pause it and read it through. There you are. This is how he came for me, you know. The only thing I'm thinking that may be a bit off-putting with this jacket on is going to be the actual limitation it's going to have to some of the poses. Because other than that, this is an iconic look to him, you know, it's a great look and I love it, absolutely love it like that. But I just think the articulation side of things with that jacket on may be a little bit more difficult. So it may end up having to be like you may have to take the jacket off in order to get better articulation on the guy. And one of the things I did look at as well, guys, while I was thinking, was these pockets. They're actually sewn down, so you can't lift them up, which is a shame, because it would have been easy enough just to put in a little tiny bloody magnet into there, so you could have lifted them up and put something inside there if you needed to. You know, maybe you can put his hands into it if you wanted to have him with his hands in his pockets. Yeah, that would have just been a simple touch to do, but they're actually sewn down, so you can't do that. Again, because it's like a pleather style effect jacket, I think you're going to have to be careful with, over the years, whether it's going to be any deterioration on it. Hopefully not, but like I say, I think it is still going to have an effect on its posability. Let's now have a look at the articulation, guys. So first off, the head articulation. You can look down a little way. He's pretty much only going to be looking straight up, not looking like up. He's going to be looking basically almost like straight ahead. There you get, move it across in the middle there so you can think it, so it doesn't look stupid. You get a bit of head tilt there, and obviously you'll be able to turn it to any sort of side you want. Shoulder wise, I can feel there straight away that doesn't want to lift at all. You know, that really doesn't want to lift on his shoulder, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, that really sort of, I don't know whether it's just twisted in the wrong position or what, but that really does not want to be lifting up at all. So that's a crying shame. Yeah, I can't feel if there's much in the way of a butterfly effect there either. Bringing it forward, you'll come pretty much right up, so that's not bad at all. But you see, you're going to have to watch for these types of things when you're doing it, you know, because you don't want to be holding that in much of a position like that for too long, otherwise it's going to have an effect. But you can sort of spin it right the way around. You know, just what I'm trying to think is that lifting it out sideways, it does not like the idea of going beyond that at all, you know, which is a shame, a really big shame. You know, the jacket itself looks fantastic. I love the look of this jacket and the feel of it. It feels great. You know, you've got like the soft sort of fur line, as it would be, look to it. You know, it's nice. And so bicep wise, you don't even have a massive curl to it. It's literally very, very limited to its curling ability. I mean, that is like probably worse than the Arnie one by the looks of that, for lifting it up to curl it. You know, it's literally, you know, next to nothing at all, which is a really crying shame. But you see, you've got to be careful with this. You don't want to damage it. You know, his wrist will twist, and then you've got the, you can't see it, can you? Sorry guys. His wrist will twist again, and you have got the inward flexion, you know, and the outward flexion to it. This guy actually has, by the looks of it as well, ab crunch. So you're going to get an ab crunch forward and one heck of a way backwards. I mean, that is a massive amount of movement backwards. You see, you're getting ab crunch to this guy, which means you can get side to side tilt as well. So that's pretty good. Let's move down and have a look at the hips. The hips, it's the material technically in here that you can see is stopping it from moving anymore. What we have leg wise, it's a nice, pretty good range of motion going forward. And again, as per usual with the Hot Toys, ain't much going backwards. You know, it's just the style that they use. Knee bend, it's the great double bend. Yeah, so that's spot on. And the clothing itself isn't too bad. You can see it's sort of bunching up a bit just here, but it's not too bad. The type of clothing it is, it's pretty much going to drop out straight away. Ankles, he has a full boot on, so it's going to make it hard to get thingy. You know, you've got very little to no flexion forward and backward. The same as side to side, because he's wearing a boot. All you're going to really get is the twist. Okay, so that's going to make it a little bit more awkward again for getting into certain sort of poses, which is always a shame, because these are the type of characters you want to be able to pose up well. You know, you want them to be able to do really dynamic poses and that, because there was a lot of fighting scenes between him and Batman. So let's move on and have a closer look at sort of him and what he's wearing. Head sculpt wise, it's pretty damn good. The fact that you can see veins in sort of the back and side of his head, it's damn good. He's got a mask on, so it hides a lot of it. So, you know, all we really got to get right is his head and his eyes, technically, because the rest of it is hidden away. Yeah, but the fact, like I say, that you've got the veins, what have you there, that makes for a pretty decent enough head sculpt. You can see who it's supposed to be. The level of details in this inner part of his uniform is just pretty damn good on the whole. You know, and it can be removed. All of it can be removed. So you could have him bare chested, or you could put the other t-shirt on him if you really wanted to. There is no wires in the coat, which is always a crying shame, because if you've got wires in the coat, it means you can position the coat in a few positions to make it look like he's being dynamic. Like the wind's catching it, or he's just jumped off of something or something like that. But when there's no wires in them, really you're stuck with how they land. You're not going to have much in the way of the ability to pose it. His combat style, pants on, the boots look really weathered and worn. So that's pretty damn good. I'm happy enough for that level of detail that you get with it. I'm just ashamed that some of the posing's not going to be there for it, and that's always a crying shame, because that's what you want to be able to do. Especially me, I like to have them in a dynamic pose. I'm not like a collector that is going to go, they're going to go in a standard pose just so I don't ruin anything, because I've got to look at the value of when I come to sell them. For me, I'm not bothered. I'm not particularly in it for making any profit when I sell them or anything else. And the people I see, most of the ones I've got, I really got them because I want them. I want them in my collection, and I will be gone before they go. So I've got a few that I may get rid of at some point if I need to make room to get more while I am still here. Then yeah, I'll put some up, but I'm not sort of bothered about making a profit on them. I'm more interested in see if I can make it anywhere near me money back. If I make a little bit of profit, then that's even better again. But if I didn't, well then, fair enough. As long as I'm getting something towards the next figure that I'm getting, then I'm happy. Yeah, and these ones, this type of one, for the time being, definitely, I'm looking forward to posing them up with Bane. With Christian Bale's Batman. So, there we go, guys. There's a canny sort of pose to it. I'll probably have it in something like that, you know, because we all knew it to start with. Bane beat the living crap out of Batman, you know, which was always, I always like to see, I always like to see the underdog or the sort of villain of the piece to start off with really sort of getting the better of the hero, and the hero has to come back from his own adversity, you know. That sort of makes for the hero to be more of a hero when they've actually been beaten down and beaten down and beaten down, but they still get back up and they still end up going for it, you know, and at the end of the day they end up winning, you know. I always sort of enjoy that type of thing, so I think that's sort of something similar to what I'm going to have them together in. If I can get it to a point, maybe I'm going to have to use, for this one I may have to use the stand, because I might want to look at seeing if I can get it in such a way where I can actually have them lifting Batman off the ground and holding Batman up, something similar to the one I've got with me Superman and General Zod type thing, you know, to have that type of thing. So I think that looks pretty damn friggin' wicked, you know, to have them sort of posed or something similar to that. Yeah. Anyway guys, let me know what you think. Yeah, comment down below, let me know. If you enjoyed, then please put a like on it. If you didn't, put a dislike. Yeah, they don't make no difference. Let's see, comment down below, and I'll always try and comment back those that have commented to us on a regular basis. I thank you so much for your interaction, guys. It's always appreciated, and you know for a fact I always get back to you as soon as I've seen them. You know, so please do contact us, you know, and I will get back to you. You can see the size comparison here. I mean, you know, Bane sort of stands above Batman, you know, so but I'm chuffed with it. I think it's going to look freaking pretty damn cool. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Okay, I really do appreciate any views I get on my stuff. You know, keep on watching, guys, keep on watching. I really do appreciate it. And anyway, I will catch you in the next one, guys. This is the Bearded Nerdy Wolf, and I am out of here. You can see, guys, in the D12 unit, I've used the bases for the both. You can see that one's feet are touching the ground, but Bane standing there.
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
You see, hold him up, about to beat the living crap out of him. Yeah. Batman is trying to get a punch into the stomach.
It would be extremely painful for you.
In order to get him to drop him. Oh no, Bane could take a beating, but even more so give a beating. And like I say, I did have to put them on their stands because that's the only way you're going to really get these to do it. They don't have enough, the feet aren't big enough for a start, obviously, to do anything like that. You would need a massive feet in order to do it. So there you go, guys, I'm done.
Then you have my permission to die.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean,